All right, so I went live, so it should start soon.
But all you have is his page up. That's what they're seeing? What are they seeing?
Us.
How come we see what they're seeing?
All right, so we're actually live now. Hey guys, my name is Juan Zuniga, and this is the first live podcast that we have on the Zuniga. So hopefully people start coming in soon. So yeah, this is the first live podcast we have on the Zunigas, and of course we have Tomek to my side here. That's how you introduce yourself. All right, that works. That works. And then on this side we have Jose,
Jose, your boy, TMI.
Maria.
And our special guest.
Joshua Boyd,
That's his IG, the internal.
Raging Bull.
Okay. So if you guys follow the Zunigas on, on our page, you know what our channel is all about. You are able to see right here. That's his page right now, and that's what his Instagram, and you can see his progress right there. And then at the top, you actually see his fitness journey and everything that he went through to be able to reach that journey. And let me tell you, Josh, that's a very, very impressive journey. You are killing it with everything that you did. It's just amazing, going from 300 pounds to 150?
180.
180. Okay. So I over exaggerated a bit and said 150.
No, it's still crazy that so many people make excuses. He's the definition of like what it really takes to hard work.
Appreciate
Exactly.
it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Even people that just want to lose 10 pounds, they make excuses.
They make excuses and they beat themselves up, right? Like, oh, I get bullied, all this, oh, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna say it.
No,
because mental health is a serious problem, right? But they're like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself. They take that route instead of, all right, no, let me change my life around, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he did, and that takes a lot.
And that's
of balls
the
to do it,
impressive thing that, I mean, it's amazing what you did. I can't stop saying it because it is. Because even people, like I said, people that just do 5 pounds, they give up. People that want to lose 10 pounds, they give up. And then they end up getting 20, 30, 40 pounds, and then they end up obese.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You ended up, like I said, 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Were you always 300 pounds?
I was not always 300 pounds. I gained weight rapidly probably in the beginning of the high school year. I gained probably I'd say about 80 of my pounds, so from 220 to 300 from sophomore just to senior year alone.
So would you say that was like a reaction to like external causes, or is it you just love food?
I would say external causes because I wasn't really eating a lot of food. It was more of what I was eating and the quantity of what I was eating. It was complete junk food, nothing but junk food.
But were you doing that to satisfy a void, right? So a lot of people eat because they're stressed. A lot of people, or they're depressed.
I think it was caused with not mixing with the high school kids that weren't fat, trying to fit in, but also doing that. Who knows what else it could have led to or why it caused it.
Were you an athlete growing up? Did you play sports, or it was something you were more of a sedentary type person?
I was into sports. I really wanted to play football going into freshman year of high school, but I actually was told I couldn't play football because of my asthma, because I was overweight and I couldn't run as well as possible or whatever else. And after I lost the weight, my asthma almost disappeared. So that's another plus of all this is the asthma almost gone completely.
So other than asthma and I don't know what else. Did you have any other type of illnesses and
It wasn't, I would say asthma and then not illnesses, but actual current problems like, sleep. I would get terrible sleep. Running, I could maybe run for a quarter mile without stopping. It was different things like that. But it never really was a lot.
I can't see the live, and Thomas can't either.
All right, so let's keep a lot. That's my fault.
It's not live, right?
It wasn't public.
30 minutes later. Alright guys, that was a great podcast.
Hey
Good practice.
All right, so we had a little technical difficulty. It was our first live show, so we've been live for about 5 minutes, and we were talking about the story, but
It's never live.
it was live. No, it was live. It was just private. Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't unlisted. Now is public, so everybody can see it.
Let's reintroduce ourselves.
Reintroduce ourselves. All right, so my
We
name
got
is
Juan the Juan,
Juan Zuniga.
Connect the Greek, the Raging Bull, Maria Guadalupe Santa Rosa, and your boy TMF.
There you go.
No, let's introduce ourselves.
All right, so my name is Juan Zuniga, as you guys know. I have
Tommy, whatever you want to call me.
Tommy.
Why
What?
do you put an Italian
Yeah.
accent?
Every
Tommy,
time, bro.
Tommy.
Every time.
He's Polish, by the way.
How's Maria? I'm good. How are you?
Okay, so they're making fun of Tom is gut and okay.
Who's talking?
Damn.
Okay. Alright, introduce
All right, introduce yourself, and now
Bro, this whole episode is against fat shaming. That's not the thing.
we have our special guest.
Joshua Bullard. You can also know me as the internal bull.
That's his IG,
Maria.
And your boy Jose.
as you guys know. All right, so today we're gonna start over again, and we have a few people here. But anyways.
Always turn back up.
Yeah, we have Josh here, Joshua Bullard, the internal bull, and this guy lost a lot of weight. He went from 300 pounds all the way to 180 pounds, and I got that wrong. I said 150, but still very impressive. It's ridiculously impressive because, like we were saying before it actually was live, there's a lot of people that complain and get scared and give up just because they need to lose, let's say, 5 pounds.
That's not good.
They need to lose 5 pounds, and then they just give up because they can't do it. It's too hard, and then they start gaining weight: 5, 10, 20, 30.
And a lot of people just break down, right? Like they see the weight, they're like, "Oh, there's a mountain I'll never be able to climb. I'm just gonna get fatter." There's no. I was born fat. I can't fix this.
That's what they say. It's genetics. Oh, my dad was fat. My mom was fat.
I'm gonna just point at this guy.
I'm just going to be
Oh, I
fat.
thought me.
No. Anytime somebody hits me with that crap, I'm just gonna point at this
Yeah,
guy.
I'm gonna show your Instagram because that is
And
one of the
then
most
they're
amazing
like,
things.
"Oh, Jose, you'll never understand. You're always been skinny." But like everybody has their own battles. I battle with gaining weight.
He battles with losing weight, and he beat that battle. I mean,
Right, right, time me out.
That's a really tough battle.
I wouldn't know.
right here, Tomek wants to lose some weight.
Some.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he wants to do, but he's always giving up an excuse of why
Damn, bro.
he doesn't do it.
Sheesh. Shout out to Josh.
You know what I'm saying? And Josh keeps helping him, but he doesn't listen.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's true. It's just we always put a barrier, and I can't do this.
Island.
That's in Portugal. That's where Ronaldo's from.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Nice.
By the way, I think the most
What's up, pal?
What's up? What's up, guys? So yeah, we have a
Wally
few.
beans. Oh.
You eat
Of
all my
course,
beans?
that's
I'll eat
fiber.
all my beans.
No, bro.
I'm out for today. I'm done reading
A
it.
room full of hot people. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Anyways, for the exception of Tomek. Anyways, you didn't give that excuse of I can't do it. You got it. It got to a point that you got tired of being overweight, being
Yeah.
300 pounds.
What's that one thing you said about Snickers? He's like, I want to lose weight as much as I want Snickers. Remember?
Yeah. You
Okay.
have to have the commitment. You have to.
I like that.
If you're fat at the moment and you like candy or whatever you're doing.
That's relatable to fat people. It's
Yeah.
almost like as if you
What
wanna
is it that-
succeed
what is
as
it that
much as
you
wanna
love?
breathe, for fat
Exactly.
people, they would rather eat a Snickers than breathe.
What is it that you love the
That's
most, and you want the most?
Exactly. You just need to
But that's so true.
use that same want towards something.
And that's the issue I have with a lot of people that gain a lot of weight. You know, they say yes, I want to lose weight, but they really don't want it.
Mhm.
Why? Because they don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
There's always an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm too fat. Like Jose was saying, it's my genetics. I'm always gonna be fat. My
Yeah.
parents were fat. It's too hard.
Yeah.
I'm always hungry. I don't know how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
I always have to eat out. So it's always an excuse. Did you always have those excuses?
I think one of the main ones that might make an excuse for if someone's making excuses to lose weight
would be how many options there are to start to lose weight with. When you go online, when you're first trying to lose weight,
Okay.
and
So
you,
many answers.
and you look into it, there's so many different ways and options for you to do it, and that's great. But it's kind of like it kind of outnumbers you. You get kind of scared
You
seeing
get
all of that as a
flustered
fat
with
person,
all the
overweight
content.
person trying to lose weight, and you see over 1,000 different ways of people saying like, do this, this is the best one, this is the best one.
See, that's a perfect point. So you're overwhelmed with the amount of content. Everybody thinks they have their own way. So you as a ex-fat person, what did you find was the way for you to lose weight? Like what was that thing?
Coke Zero.
My thing, well, Coke Zero was a big help,
Clutch.
but my thing was to look at your own personal schedule, and then off of that, you can kind of create your own way of losing weight by using everybody else's methods. You shouldn't be going to someone else to maybe look for a way to lose weight if their schedule is completely opposite of yours, or they like salad and you don't like salad, but now that you're trying to lose weight, you have to eat salad. That's not necessarily true. You don't have to eat anything you don't want to eat,
Okay.
So you can kind of make that diet or that life routine or that losing weight routine totally off of your personal opinion, schedule, time schedule, like how fast you want to lose it, anything really.
Okay.
So,
So technical difficulties?
It just sounds like the mic goes up. Like
I'm
one
gonna
mic.
set that up. Like that.
Well, you can't hear.
Audio sucks. Thanks.
Yeah, there's something going on with the audio for whatever reason. They're saying that they can't hear us that loud. So
But in my headphones is blasting.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to tell you to bring that down.
I can-
feel
I
like
can-
I'm screaming.
yeah, I can hear it fine.
Sorry, our tech guy is.
How did you get past the point of exhaustion? Did you implement off days or cheat days? It's a good question.
That's a great question.
Yeah, so for the past point of exhaustion, off days are definitely really important because after even 3 or 4 days when you're at an extreme fat level or weight, you can get tired very quickly in your body.
Sure,
Your
absolutely.
body can get totally smashed out for a week, you don't want to do anything else. And that can cause you to gain more weight if you don't necessarily take a break, because then you're sitting at home, you don't want to go to the gym for the next 3 days, and you're still eating all the junk food, you don't want to do anything because you're so tired and you're burnt out and you have the excuse of, well, I went for 3 days in a row and I gave everything on my all. Well, if you just took 3 days, took a little off day, go back, or, if you
Just to refresh.
exactly how your body was telling
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
do it, because your body will tell you.
Listen
what
to your
do
body.
best, Yeah.
So what made you not give up? But like a lot of people start, especially like people that are overweight, right? You guys fix the audio?
No, the audio's coming from the camera, not from the mic.
That's,
that's
that's
good.
what I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out what's going on
Ooh,
here.
That's why it
that
sounds
was
like
horrible audio. Alright, let's fix
We're
audio
getting
real quick.
from Greece.
All right, so let's go for a little.
And
ad
now
for
a
bit.
word from our sponsor. Alright guys, so if you guys want to try out Rose Gold and Black, they're the best in the game.
When do you gonna move
Rose
to
Gold
the
and Black
new
pancakes.
location? Soon.
Soon.
Oh, okay. Well,
And it'll be a bomb ass podcast for you, by the way. Oh yeah, no,
really nice watch over there.
okay. Where's your kid like that?
Can y'all tell us about your bio? Whose bio?
Just like our personal.
Is this recording still, right?
It is. This is
It
a
is.
word from our sponsor. We're just filling in space while we fix audio.
Let's talk about
Let's talk about
Jay Black.
Okay, let's talk about bios. How were you raised, Kamal?
Bios?
Yeah, bios. Like a biography.
No.
Where'd you come from? What makes Kamek Kamek?
Fair enough. I was born in Long Island. April 7th.
So you're a Duke kid. You're a Duke,
Not
Duke boy.
anymore. Don't associate myself with Duke because it's second back. So.
Okay, let's start. Okay.
Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Born April 7th, 1999. My
It's gonna be worse.
All right,
So Maria was
testing.
born in
All right.
Guadalajara. Okay.
So let's see if this works. All right, can you guys?
Internal temp is too high. Video cut out.
Let's see. Go back.
So now you guys are going into essentials, and that's not the point of this podcast, boys.
All right, so we are back. Hopefully, you guys can hear us. Can you hear us better?
Oh, so your computer heated up. Then we
It's
saw.
It's not heating up. It says
It's all right. It's first podcast.
Is it better?
There you go.
Okay.
Sounds
Yes.
better.
Yes,
Audio
sounds
good.
better.
Audio
All right,
good.
Better
Way
audio.
better.
perfect.
Perfect.
Nice.
Awesome.
back to what we were saying.
Back to where we were
Hey,
Audio is
audio's
good
good now.
now.
Bet.
Jeff Burns.
Shout out Jeff Burns.
Jeffy Jeff.
It's great now. Okay.
Um,
He was talking about cheat
So,
days. How to
are
implement
all the
cheat
employees
days.
just watching the podcast
I
right now?
think so. Yeah, so we're
There's no orders to be fulfilled.
If your orders aren't coming out, it's because our
You know
employees
why.
suck.
It's because
Our
of that,
warehouse
yeah.
guys are deciding to look at the podcast instead of fulfilling orders.
Blame
All
Jeff
right.
Burns and Sean Dominguez.
What were we saying? Okay, back to you. So there's a lot of people that are overweight that quit. So what made you not quit? A lot of people, when they're overweight and they start, like I said, it's like this mountain. Like anything in life that requires any hard work, right, or this crazy goal to achieve, seems like this mountain that you can't scale. Like you're Mount Everest, right?
Yeah.
And everybody that starts, as they take a few steps and they look up, they're like, no, I can't do it. I'm just gonna go back. The same thing comes with overweight, right? Like they do maybe 10 days of dieting, they'll lose 1 or 2 pounds. And then all of a sudden, no, I can't do this. Even though they clearly saw some results, right?
Yep.
You did a little bit of progress and they quit. What made you not quit and keep that extra step?
I think it's a big thing to kind of do more self-congratulating, you know? After you
Okay.
lose 2 pounds, you don't have to go off the rails and go have another cheat day or another, go eat like a Big Mac because of
Correct.
it. But after you lose 2 pounds, have a little inside talk with yourself and be happy with the progress you've already made and use that for motivation to make you like bloodthirsty to go for the next 2 pounds and make it 3, you know?
That's so, man, that's just mental strength. What you just described was mental strength, right?
That's what weight loss all is. It's all mental strength.
And again,
because-
that's what any type of success
Yeah.
is. You know, Tamek is perching his lips there real hard.
I had a conversation today about with Juan, making unrealistic goals instead of making unrealistic goals.
And that's the thing.
Well,
we all try to make
That's
when
what
it
I
comes
did,
to
yeah.
weight loss. And I'll talk about weight loss, not everything else, because we should make unrealistic goals and try
I was about to
try hit
clarify
them.
that.
But when it comes to weight loss, it's not so much making unrealistic goals, because you do
Maria.
want to, be shredded if you want to be shredded, or you want to be more athletic or whatever. And that's not unrealistic. The unrealistic part is saying, all right, so I want to be shredded, so the fastest way of doing that is just eating salad all day. That's the
Exactly.
unrealistic.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Okay.
The effort is unrealistic. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you have to, for example, it wasn't, all the weight that you lost, but I was 190 and I went down to 150.
Oh, awesome.
And I was, my diet was macros.
Okay.
It was flex dieting. Basically, if it fit my macros, I can eat it, and I'm not gonna deprive myself of
Yeah.
anything. Last night I had a chocolate chip cookie.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm fine. Because I knew it fit my macros, so I was fine. So, and I was able to lose this weight in 3 months, and I was perfect. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's not so much the unrealistic goal, but the unrealisticness of how you're going to reach that goal.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing.
Hi, guys.
I'm fat, so I
Welcome.
get girls. So
I think that's also where it comes into where I was saying before how if you choose out of all those different areas and different ideas for you to lose weight, is if you're an organized person or you like more of a by the rule book type of diet, then macros might be the thing for you. Because then you just have everything laid out on you
that's
in
the
your
only
book.
thing that's worked for me.
Yeah.
Because when I try to estimate what I want,
Yeah.
I end up overeating, and then
overestimate. You'll always overestimate.
Like I'm gonna have a tablespoon of peanut butter, so I grab the biggest tablespoon
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
chunk it out. It's like, 2 servings are 2 tablespoons, so I can have another one
Yeah.
for 180 calories. You know what I'm saying? And really, a tablespoon is like this much.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we overestimate what we eat.
Yeah.
And I know myself, because I did lose the weight before. I gained it all back, and I lost it back again, just
Okay.
because I was overestimating,
Yeah.
what I was eating.
Yep.
So, but you estimate what you eat, and that works for you, right?
Yeah, that ended up working for me, and it also helped with the choices throughout the day, throughout my diet when I was trying to lose weight, was when you're using a teaspoon and maybe not a serving size in particular, you would take one of those, and then later when you saw a chocolate chip cookie and you're trying to lose weight, you'd be like, oh, well, I don't really know how much I just ate of that peanut butter. So I can't really say I only had 300 calories because I might have just had a 200-calorie peanut butter scoop. So it kind of makes you feel guilty, like self-guilt.
It does.
You know?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can talk about, for example, yesterday with Tomek, and we're gonna bring Tomek back because he's the one trying to lose weight now. It's not that he's obese or anything, but he wants to get to a point where he's leaner. Let's make that statement.
That's fair.
So yesterday we were eating Colombian
Yes,
food.
the stream is about nutrition, and the guy at the end of the table lost 120 pounds in a year. That guy,
That's me.
Josh.
And if
That's
you
That
wanna
guy you
him,
see used to be 300
this
pounds
is his
solid.
Instagram right here, and
Because
you
they're
can
asking.
see-
And then the other kid at the other end of the
Right here.
table, that's Tamek. That's our white, taller, skinnier version of Thomas.
that he's not here. Anyways,
Improved.
okay. So
That was a little racist. So you're saying white is better than brown?
You're in deep
that's
waters.
Tamek is a fat ass. He eats a lot. Thomas.
Let's show
Wait, the
that.
comment is hidden because
I know. Let's show that comment and show the people what we're talking about here.
the other Thomas we're talking about is in the comment section,
Yeah.
as you can see.
He'll come in
Instead
later.
of working, he's
Instead of working
actually-
and fulfilling your orders, but you know. What are you gonna do?
That's not my business.
All right, so let's go back to the story. So we were yesterday eating Colombian food, and he wants to lose weight, and we were eating what's called la picada. So it's a lot of fried stuff. And he's like, no, bro, I didn't eat breakfast, and I'm just this may be 500 calories, and he had a whole plate of picada with
All deep fried.
mayo ketchup and arepas and potatoes and all that. And Josh was like, no, that's more like 1,800 calories.
Yeah, that was probably up there by 16 to 1,800 calories. Yeah.
That's why he lost the weight.
And that's why you're not losing it.
Yeah, probably.
Because then that's the whole thing. That's the motivation, the
Like Martin.
willpower that you have, and you
Yeah.
had it. You definitely. And what was that breaking point? What was that moment where you're like,
I
holy
think
crap, I
that's
am done.
That's the most. Oh, you talking about the done part or the part where he decided to lose weight?
To lose weight, yeah. Like I am done.
Yeah, like what
I wanna
took
lose.
him to that?
When I saw the weight scale and it was at 299, and I was
So you really didn't hit that 300.
yeah, and all the doctors for the last years before were telling me the health risks that could happen if I didn't fix the route I was going, because they saw how quick I was increasing, and they were like, oh, if you keep going this direction,
crazy.
you're gonna be in a seriously bad spot. So it became time where I just finally saw the number, and I was like, it might be time to switch that around,
And now,
Bro, just look at his face real quick. Look at his face.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Look at that face definition, because we talk about this in TMF all the time, right? So look at this where he's dumbbelling. Yeah, dumbbell curling.
Photo cred.
Photo cred, Tommy O. Look at that jawline, bro. Damn.
look at those muscles. Look at that.
We get
those
the
veins.
muscles, but look at that face.
No, his face.
You
is
see
down.
that sharpness, right?
Completely.
Freaking stud. Now go to that picture.
But that's the
This
thing.
man just ate 50 marshmallows before he took that picture.
There was a definitely a bowling ball on top of my shoulder.
Bro, that's day and night.
Okay, so this is a better one because you can see the side.
Look at that
there is no
definition.
It looks like a completely different person.
There's no definition there.
Like
And
not only is
that-
he's skinny, he's ripped too. That's the thing. Like look at
And
he has
that's-
muscles I've never seen before.
That is amazing
Oh,
to
those
me.
exist?
I've never had.
That is amazing to me.
So,
how
by the way, the
many-
people asking, this is a nutrition podcast. So, if you have any nutrition questions, you can go ahead and ask. All right, there we go. There's some there already.
Flowers for Maria. Thank you guys.
Nobody cares about
Why
that.
are Thomas so handsome? MB?
No, he's talking about the other one.
No, he's talking about you, buddy.
My name isn't Thomas.
It's Thomas.
It is Thomas.
Why are you getting defensive?
Somebody said, is it true that not eating after 7 p.m. helps lose weight, regardless of what you eat throughout the day?
No. And that I can say that for a fact because I've done this. I still do it. When I first started, I did intermittent fasting, so most of my calories were after lunch, and I stopped eating like around 10 or 11.
Okay.
You are gonna maybe wake up a little heavier in the morning, but it's mostly gonna be water retention
Yep.
because of if you eat carbs and all that. But you're not going to become fat and gain all this weight just because you ate at 7 or 8. Calories are calories. Doesn't matter if you eat them at 7 in the morning or at 7 at night. You're still going to lose weight if you are in a calorie deficit, and that's the most important part.
Did you eat after 7?
I would not eat after 7, but I would eat if I was hungry afterwards. I would have fruit, vegetables, and water only. So if I was absolutely starving and I couldn't.
So, he also wanted to know, like, what would you eat throughout a day, like on a regular day?
On a regular day, I was allowed to have certain, I guess you could say bad foods, because most people know the difference between bad and good foods, But I would try my best. So if you went somewhere and they had a side with the entree you were getting, and you got a sandwich which had bread which was kind of high in carbs.
Correct.
Instead of getting a side of mac and cheese, for example, maybe get the coleslaw or the mashed potatoes. It's still a side and it's still some calories on you, but those little slight changes throughout your whole entire
So
day in a week
you're
will
telling
make
me that you
huge
did more
changes.
of smart changes rather than a strict diet.
Yeah, there was no, it wasn't a strict, drastic switch on me right away, and that's why I wanted to make my own way of doing it, because if I would have came at it how someone was saying online with the salads only and this, and drink all your proteins and whatever else, I probably would have never made it through,
Yeah.
or who knows if I would have, but me being able to eat the things I still enjoyed eating that tasted good, but in all quantity and control,
That makes
definitely
sense.
was the way that I,
So
Scroll
let's
up.
go
Got
to the
to the
chats and see what people are saying.
There's one. Okay, no.
What
What kind
kind
of
of
supplements would you
supplements?
take while losing weight?
I
How do
actually
you know?
took none.
Oh, okay. No, never
You
mind.
gonna
That's,
take any supplements
No supplements losing
That's
weight.
good.
or protein
that's good. I
powders?
don't like people that do fat burners. I think fat burners. There's a lot of research that shows that they've.
No, they don't. I don't think they work
Didn't
at all.
you try
No,
it
that they're
once?
harmful too.
Oh, of
they're
course.
harmful for you.
He tried it once. He tried.
There
doing
was
fat
one I
burner.
tried when I was at
But
my highest weight,
Correct.
and it made me sweat extremely.
Yeah,
I would
like
never took it again.
it's unnatural,
Yeah,
right? And
it's-
again, you're proof that you can do. Supplements are supplemental, right? They're supposed to supplement your nutrition and your fitness.
Yeah.
I think if you're doing both right, the only supplements that you should be taking would be multivitamins, because those are very hard to hit. Your fish oils and maybe a protein powder. Because for example, me, when I eat a lot, I'll need that protein powder. But when I'm eating regular, I usually don't. I can hit my maintenance.
Okay,
All right.
yeah.
Were you weren't taking whey, or were you taking any of that?
I wasn't taking any whey or protein
There you go.
while losing weight. No.
Somebody said how many calories Jose eats
Go up.
a day. You have to go.
Right now, I'm eating about 4,000. When I was competing against Tamek, about 5,300. I was trying to hit 200 pounds. I'm like at 191. I'm 6'1".
Jake Sullivan.
It says
6'2".
how long did it took him?
No, what is his ratio?
Oh,
Your ratio.
yeah,
So I'm
well,
guessing
your
talk about him. Your height,
Oh, okay, my height, 5'11".
5'11". a
Ratio
good day?
at the moment is 184. 184 pounds.
184 you're weighing right now.
Right at the moment, yes, sir.
Nice.
How long did
But I
it-
mean, keep in mind that this man put on muscle now. Like you could tell, like he has muscle mass. It's serious muscle mass. All right,
How long did it took him?
a year, buddy.
Took me exactly a
One
year from day one to
year.
day 365. was
Most people
140
spend that
pounds.
year wasted playing video games, eating their face off,
Fortnite.
sleeping,
And
Fortnite,
gaining more weight.
gaining more weight. Year goes by fast.
What did you do in a year that was very like inspirational?
Well, what do you mean?
Yikes.
No, like him. He did something inspirational in the year, and we're just trying to see like what the majority of people do. So what did you do? Let's say last year that was so inspirational for somebody.
I dropped out of school.
You didn't drop out. So yeah.
Well, I mean, for what, like a year, I didn't go to school.
Yeah. Go up.
That's
We're
really it.
missing some comments.
I feel like this is kind of putting pressure on.
Yeah, go
No,
up, up,
it
up.
wasn't. It wasn't even like that. Because
I
I mean,
just don't get the question.
honestly, like no, that's what I'm saying. That most people don't do anything in a year, and
So you just said Tamek didn't do nothing for
no, because we really didn't. Like I'm saying, like what was inspirational?
Talk for yourself, buddy.
Inspirational.
Me?
That's what I'm saying. What did you do that was inspirational in a year? Something like he did, like lose weight. That he was like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna lose weight because I want to become better.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just asking. I'm saying that most people don't do that, and that's why I'm going around the table asking what you did in the year that was inspirational.
That's a call out.
There really is a call.
That is a call out, cause
What if I didn't do it?
yeah, bro.
You did, and
Go
that's
up.
why most people don't.
Go up.
Okay, but you don't need to call me out like that.
You don't have
man.
to attack our own,
There's always the next
our own
year.
guest.
Thanks.
No, actually, the guest is not being attacked.
All right, go up. Damn, who are?
I'm
Crap.
Tom-
All right,
Thomas says he's doing intermittent
go up,
fasting.
go up, go. Thomas is full of crap. How tall is him? What's the heaviest weight now? All right, we talked about that. From which Latin American country do you have offspring?
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know.
um,
He's not doing intermittent fasting.
something I want advice is on shredding belly fat or more defined abs. So you can't target fat, but I guess you can talk about what you did to get your abs.
For abs, like you said, you can't target fat, so it was more of the overall after you lost it. But for abs, what I would always do is I would actually work out abs at the moment 3 to 4 times a week. And I would,
Correct, because you want to build that muscle underneath
Yeah.
for when you do shred the fat, it starts showing over, right? But like you can't spot. They call it spot reducing, right?
there is a way. It's
Yeah,
I
it's
know
a
what you're
name,
talking
but
about.
you'll get programs of people saying, "Oh, do this for 10 days and burn belly fat or arm fat." That's bull crap.
You
the
believe
best
in that?
ways to
You believe
lose
in that
overall
belt? You ever
weight.
seen that belt?
Nah, bull crap.
The vibrating thing, right?
Bull crap.
I used to.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Trash. Yeah, you know, trash. Whoever promotes that.
something else.
Jake, who invited you here?
Who invited you here, bro? Who invited you here, bro?
That's not Jake.
I think they think it's. I mean, it's definitely not one of us. We're not Jake.
Jake, he's
No,
talking.
there's a Jake
Hamza's talking.
Sullivan.
Hamza's talking to Jake.
All right.
Those are two
You
friends.
should-
Friends.
Oh.
I just. Jesus.
What up, boy?
Maria is low. Is that your friend?
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
or cut if you're skinny fat.
If you're skinny fat, you could do something called body recomposition, where you're doing both at the same time, right? Where you are putting muscle mass, but you're eating pretty clean, right? So you're not eating fatty foods. And technically, some people say you should eating about 200 calories above your maintenance level. So you're not going to be gaining the muscle. The weight that you're going to be gaining would be mostly muscle and very minimal fat. And ideally, you should also shred some fat as you're doing that. Keep in mind, when you build muscle, you also burn fat simultaneously already.
And that's close to lean bulking, right?
That's very close to lean bulk.
Okay.
When you lean bulk, you do get some fat.
Okay.
Right. So I lean bulk and I still get a little bit of, but my body's I'm blessed. Like I don't get a lot of fat, and it's usually like right back here.
Okay.
So this part's still shredded. It's really weird.
One of the
you
hard
know.
spots.
I hate my life, but you know what can you do about it?
Sucks,
What's
bro.
the best source of protein?
It's not about losing with all the small changes. People want quick results. That's why men are struggling. That's true. We talked about that. You know, people want get rich quick, lose fat quick, get a girl, whatever it is. People want things quick. They don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
I also saw something that's really interesting that Athlete Next said. It's like there's no such thing as a diet.
There isn't.
There isn't. There's just lifestyle
How
change.
you
really
eating.
is a lifestyle
It's how
change.
you're eating,
Yeah.
pretty much. You're changing how you're eating,
Yeah.
right? And Athlete Next said something very cool, and I mentioned it in a video too, where the best way to start a diet is basically what he did, where you're doing smart choices, right? So let's say you drink a lot of soda. That's a lot of calories you're drinking. So instead of just going crazy and just eating salad, how about you make a goal, all right, I'm going to cut out soda, and I'm only going to drink 0-calorie drinks, whether it's Coke Zero or water, preferably water. That's one easy thing you can change.
Yeah.
After 2 months that you feel comfortable with that, cut something else out.
Yep.
Right? I'm done with candy. I'm going to eat a power bar or whatever.
Yeah, the
you
tiny
know?
things add up the most.
Correct.
That's what I was saying, the junk food before, is I would eat so much junk food, and it wasn't, I would only eat that. It was just how much I was eating.
Honestly,
So-
I would say that's probably the best tip for especially for people that are fat and they love to eat. Change one thing at a time, slowly.
Do it slowly, because if you do it all at once, you're not going to succeed. Because
Exactly.
you're just
You
going
just
to
get-
What's
deprive
good for
yourself of
thinning
everything.
hair? Subscribe to TMF for that.
You get overwhelmed with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's the best source of protein? Obviously, meats. If you're a vegan, you can find it from your vegetables, but I mean,
So actually, a really good tip for protein that I found when losing weight was for my potato chip. I would always want potato chips, but I didn't want to eat the potato chips anymore.
Correct.
If I could cut them out, pork grinds pork grinds have no carbs and 9 grams of protein per serving. So
Really?
when
Which
you eat
are
that
way
chip-
better than chips. Yeah.
oh, I had
yeah,
no
so
idea.
if you have that chip craving, just maybe like a
See,
handful
those are
or a
cool little
bowl of
like
pork
hacks.
Because
There you
they're
go.
fluffy, so it makes it seem like,
Like
you're
you're
eating
eating
a
more
lot
Yeah.
than
than
you're
what you are.
really
And you can
eating.
get flavored ones. And they're, like I said, they're not the best thing you could put in for protein. They're not the best source of protein.
But if you want like that, like guilty pleasure,
exactly, and you're still actually hitting some macros for it. So
Sorry, Maria Guadalupe Perez no sabía what pork rind were, so I had to translate for her. It's chicharrón in Spanish.
Keep the camera on Mac. Is that your friend again?
I don't think so.
I think
that
it is.
Yeah.
Hamas.
Did you
Is
tell,
that?
Did you tell all your friends to go on?
I just sent the link to my group chat to say, ask questions.
I'm gonna ask question. I'm gonna be there answering them.
That's the
God.
only one I want to see.
Cut
Tomas
your hair,
Soto,
buddy,
what's
because
good,
you're
bro?
going. Bro, really?
Well, Thomas is the biggest troll.
That's the only one I want to see, Thomas.
It's like,
Soto.
why do you ask your barber?
What the?
So that's not the point of it. But I basically just get a skin fade. I actually just got a cut.
A mid skin fade.
Is it a mid? I say mid to high. Every time I describe it, I'm like mid to high.
It is mid.
Like it's not high, but it's
Go-
not like
go up,
mid.
Go up.
Mid skin fade.
How did you get rid of acne? How to get rid
Oregano oil.
He says he swears by oregano oil.
I like witch hazel.
Um,
Toner. It's good. Why are you laughing?
Who needs?
Where you at?
What's the hardest exercise for you to do?
Okay, that's a good question. What's the hardest exercise for you to do? What's something you had to? I already know what mine is. What was the one thing that you had to power through that you
Pull-ups.
hated?
pull-ups.
Really?
I couldn't do. I couldn't do them for the longest time.
Okay,
But
you
that-
couldn't do it, but
but
do
you
you love
didn't
him or
hate
hate him?
Oh, I love them now, yeah, but before I
You
hated
hated
them
them.
because I couldn't.
Okay, so I have a similar story to that.
I
How about
couldn't-
you?
Yeah, exactly.
I hate
I
working.
haven't worked something out so hard that I love it.
I
right
don't
now.
like
No,
working.
no. Like, is there a workout that you just hate? Like, that you just have to power through it?
Squats.
I'm a
Yeah.
first hand. Eat chicken legs and squat. It's the weirdest thing ever.
What's the? I don't like working upper
Curls.
Curls.
Well,
Gross.
girls just do butt and legs. So
That's
Oh,
true.
the hardest exercise, like skill-wise, like difficulty.
I think both. Yeah. How about difficulty?
I'd probably say like leg press for me.
Leg press?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I kind of like it.
I do
I
the
like it,
higher
yeah.
weight for it, and then
Oh,
I don't know,
interesting.
that
So
one-
for me, for the longest was squatting.
Yeah.
I had the biggest chicken legs of life. Like, I sucked at squatting, and then I started like actually programming to lift more weight. And then as I started putting more weight on it, I started liking it. So now I actually look forward to Mondays. So
Yeah, I
that's the
used
one
to
workout that I had to power
hate,
through.
Hate doing legs. I don't mind
Now
it
I
now.
love legs,
Do you
bro.
want to
I
explain
have
why you do
issues
legs
with
on Monday?
deadlifts and then
Huh?
snatches.
Why do you do
Oh,
legs on Monday?
deadlifts too, yeah.
Um,
Deadlifts too.
What did I tell you?
Oh, no.
What
I'm
kind of
asking.
life
Oh,
did
you're
you-
asking me?
Yeah.
What kind of life?
What life
His
did
ass. No, personally. So I got my program from Alan Roberts. That's how we programmed it. But now I don't like follow it, but I still use some of the things in there. And I still keep legs on Monday because first of all, Monday's the hardest. So it's like a mental thing, right? So when you were going in, you want to get rid of the thing you hate the most. And I used to hate legs the most, right? And especially on Mondays, you don't want to go to the gym, like go in and get it done. And then Fridays, you reward yourself with chest day or arm day, whatever your favorite day. So
Well,
it's like a mental thing. But
according to,
now, for me,
No, please.
tell me, yo, go, bro.
According to Ryan Serhant, there's no such thing as a weekend or a weekday. They're integrated. You put a little bit.
Okay, so let's keep
All right,
going
so
with
back
the
to what I
chat.
was gonna say. Basically, another positive of doing that is just that every douche does chest Mondays. You know, so like you'll go to the gym and there's like these guys doing half press. Man, I can't stand those guys.
What do you do
There's
Monday?
two guys in the gym I can't stand.
Monday
Hopefully
I
they
do
don't watch
chest
this
and
part.
biceps.
You're not a douche. You're not a douche.
But you got results. So I can't even talk. Like he has more results than I
No,
do.
but some people are just complete
No, 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 no.
douchebags
What I'm
wearing
saying
cut-up
is-
short shirts
No,
with
no, and
no gains.
the annoying part is you can't find a freaking bench because everybody's doing chest Mondays, right?
Yep.
And then guess what? Squat rack is all yours.
Yeah.
I love that. So, but I hate the people. There's two guys that I have a gripe against. I haven't told them yet. But I'm gonna go one day and be like, hey, yo, do full range of motion. Like they load in all this weight and they're quarter repping the thing. Pisses, and then they get up like they're big shots. I'm like,
Okay.
sit down. All right.
Do you
let's
remember?
go.
Do you remember that guy?
Sorry, I got heated.
Do you remember that guy curling at the squat rack that one time?
Yes, I know who he is.
That's
Kick
one
his
of the
ass.
worst things you can
I'ma
do.
kick his ass.
You
I
shouldn't
hate
be
him.
doing
He
that.
did this. He said, "Remember?" He had that
Bro,
weird-
there's etiquette. There's gym etiquette. Like, were you raised by animals? Damn. All right, let's go.
How much do
Sorry,
macronutrients
Josh, let's go, bro.
matter? How much do
Macros,
macros?
for me, it matters everything.
Go ahead.
But and you know, for some people it doesn't. Some people can lose the weight by like Josh did without doing it. But for me, it's important to hit my protein, to hit my carbs, hit my fats, to a point where I know that if I hit those macros, my calories, I'm going to be in the deficit or in a maintenance or in a surplus if I need to be in the surplus. So to me, it's a very important to hit those macros because this is the only way I can guide myself of what I want to do because estimating does not work.
Yeah,
and I
and-
tried it already and it does not work. I gained the weight back.
For lifting, after losing the weight, I see that macros help me a lot more to be organized, to get my carbs in, my proteins in. But losing the weight, you almost didn't want to see because you're cutting. When you realize how much you're actually eating because you're overweight or the reason why you're overweight, and then you have to cut it down to lose weight. You don't want to see those numbers because they kind of scare you at first and they put you back in the cave where you
I
wanna
guess so. I
stop.
mean, it didn't scare me. It was more of a, all right, so if I hit this, if I'm hungry, oh
Yeah.
well, but I'm just going to keep going.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
know, that helped me. So,
So organized people do it really well.
Real quick. Now that I just thought about something, I want you to mention it here on camera. So I do a lot of videos on fitness, right? And I do a lot of talking about boosting your metabolism, right? Everybody wants to boost their metabolism. There's a myriad of benefits from having a fast metabolism. One of them being that obviously you're more shredded, you don't get heavy as fast. And one of the tips I always say is burn some body fat. When
Yeah.
you do that, and work out, that's
Okay.
going to boost your metabolism.
Yeah.
Can you attest to that? Explain what happened to you when you lost your body weight, because I think it's
Yeah,
exactly what I talk about all the time. But you're a real life example of it.
Yeah, when I lost my weight, my metabolism probably tripled. If that's
100%.
Yeah, I mean by 3 times overfold. It was crazy. I mean, everything compared to before, and then I started eating a little bit more spicy foods, and like you said, burn more body fat. And once I was a lower weight, my metabolism, like, it was a whole cycle of a life changed. You know, it was a whole different night and day.
Because, I mean, you can explain it, but usually people that are overweight don't know. So I have a very fast metabolism to the point that I'll wake up sometimes 5 pounds lighter than what I was the day before. Overweight people will never know what that feels like.
Yeah.
For them, 5 pounds takes months to shed off, right? So can you explain what happened to you? Because, I mean, you had the same.
Oh, okay, yeah. So now recently, before when I first stopped, I would eat and I would actually gain a couple pounds before, but after I burned more body fat, now I could eat 2,000 calories at night, and the next morning I wake up and I'll still lose 2 pounds.
Exactly. Like,
So
so
where does that weight go?
So basically, what happens is when your metabolism is fast, is basically burning through the calories that you're putting in faster, right? So your body's like overworking technically. Whereas somebody with a slowed down metabolism, usually people that are sedentary, it kind of like it starts, since it's not working through all the calories, it starts storing it. That's when you get the fat.
But I'm saying, like, why, if you go to sleep at night, you're 190, and then tomorrow you wake up 187. Where does it
So
go?
okay, so a lot of that is water weight.
Yeah, but where does that go?
I don't know, evaporation.
Sweat, bathroom.
You gotta also keep in mind that your body, as it's sleeping, it's still working, right? It's repairing muscle. That's why sleep is so important for people that work out, because this is the time where your muscle starts repairing.
Exactly.
So that process of repairing muscle takes energy, which takes up calories, which obviously burns fat also, you know. So somebody with fast metabolism, you know, burns a lot more and a lot faster than somebody with slower metabolism.
Like me.
Correct. You know, and that's fine.
Exactly.
But as you can see from his, like, from all the working out, like, he's working out and I work out a lot. Sometimes I'll do 2 a days, right? So my metabolism is stupid fast to the point that I need to eat so much, 4,000 or 5,000 calories just to try to bulk up to 200 pounds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's an amazing blessing if you love eating. Work out more.
Yeah, pretty exactly.
Yeah, it's so true. And like you were saying, same thing back to it. Yeah, it's waking up now and losing 4 pounds compared to before, and having to lose, or, you know, losing 4
Correct.
pounds
Now
before,
losing 4 pounds is like
trying to gain now and losing 4 pounds is like
if I wanted to lose 10 pounds, I would lose that in a week. Probably faster. And I wouldn't starve myself either. I would eat. I promise you, I would eat about 3,000 calories, and within a week, I've lost 10 pounds.
Yep.
Well, you lost weight pretty quick when you wanted to.
No, that's the thing. I lost.
But you were
5
starving yourself.
Oh yeah, you were.
I would be. I would
yeah,
be
because you
comfortable.
weren't working out really. You were mostly.
No, the days before I broke my arm, yeah. What's it called? Yeah. No, but I wouldn't eat breakfast. I would eat lunch, and then I'd eat kind of a big dinner, and that's it. I lost 4 pounds in 4 days.
Exactly.
Tamek says he's on a diet, but goes home and stuffs his face with Taco Bell the nightly.
Sounds about right.
That's Tamek's friend, by the way.
Huh?
The guy said, "How can we date?"
I don't know how he knows that because there's no Taco Bell in New York.
Nobody's looking at those comments.
I'm looking at them. Hey, I have dibs on dating with you. Juan Perez
Jose,
wave at
Pakistan,
me.
have you,
Hi.
whatever?
Oh, we're behind on comments. I think.
Yeah, we're super behind. I'd really like to appreciate, blah, blah, blah.
Damn,
Thomas,
so a lot of
low-key
them.
famous. Thomas, damn, let's go, Thomas. Thomas, get
the
the Fresh Prince of Port St. Lucie. Hey, I was wondering, is there any benefits to yoga? I've never done yoga. Some people swear by it. I can't attest to any of it. Like, I've never done it, so I can't speak for or against it. Anybody?
I've never
I
tried
believe in
yoga.
meditation.
Yeah, I've heard. Again, I've never meditated, but I've heard positive things about that. It clears your mind, all that stuff.
Greetings from the Bronx.
Thomas,
Show them
cuídame
up.
María.
Be like belly flop. Thomas, cuídame Maria. Josh, top 3 tips for someone who's trying to jumpstart their weight loss journey. Top 3 tips, go. Yeah, 1 minute.
Top 3 tips. I
30
would say
seconds.
start taking your pictures because you want to see progress constantly. That's going
That's
to
a good
motivate
one.
you.
That's a really good one.
Kind of get the basic layout. Don't put everything down on one piece of paper because, like I said earlier, that's going to overwhelm you. But kind of get the basics out. What time you want to start going to bed. You know, a little organized schedules to start getting your body on like that feel so it can
Correct.
lose it more and just quick and maintain it. And for the third one, I'd probably just say take 1 or 2 days of eating exactly how you eat right now and write down what you're eating and then try to
Clean it
take
up.
that realization
like
of
a-
looking at what you're eating already and
I
seeing
like
how
that.
easy it
Like
would
a
be to
food
cut down.
journal.
I like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
It's almost like write down what you eat and then like sit down and be like, realize like, yo, I just ate all this crap.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people eat, and they don't really realize.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I really
love
like that tip. And you just mentioned something. How important was sleep for you when you were? 'Cause
Oh.
I heard you mention, you know, what time you go to sleep and all that stuff. How important was that for you?
Before I started losing the weight, I was sleeping terrible.
Okay.
And when I first started losing it, I kept that same method of.
Because you were still working at Tropical, right?
Yeah, I was working at a job where I was having, terrible hours. I was going to bed really late after working, going to the gym, and I was still only getting 6 hours of sleep. And my weight loss, I wake up in the morning and I would lose 1 pound because I check my weight every single morning. I would lose 1 pound, and then compared to if I got 8 to 9 hours of sleep, I would lose 3 to 4 pounds.
That's what I was saying.
one night,
When you sleep, that's when your body repairs itself.
It has all the time in the world.
That's crucial for you to do, especially if you're trying. Because again, the more muscle you build, the more fat you burn.
Exactly.
So it's just crucial for you guys to get into a routine.
Yeah.
Right. It also balances your melatonin levels, which also reduces stress. Stress also increases your cortisol levels, which increase your fat levels. Like it's this whole chain reaction just because you don't sleep well, which is insane.
And then cortisol levels are attached to your adrenals, and adrenals are your stress kind of regulators, and that creates the tire around your.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a whole string.
It's a chain reaction, yeah.
Because you didn't sleep right. Just because you didn't get those 8 hours. That's why I love getting my sleep.
Yeah.
On point. Why are you laughing?
Go all the way down for a second.
I saw you're gonna stop.
No, go. Cause, all right.
Look what Thomas said. I took some pictures naked.
Thomas is coming non-shirtless.
Y'all meditate? Nah.
Bro, what the heck? I gotta lose weight so I can wear the
Salo.
essentials, muscles not included.
Damn, Salo's in there. What's up, Salo?
I took pictures naked to start my diet. Some of got exposed online, and I thought it was going to be next.
But they're actually can't win when you're fat.
Oh, that's funny.
Hi, Wendy.
Yes, we will do a pop-up shop.
We're thinking California first.
Cali, actually.
Thomas.
Hey, it's Money to a Party. Jose and Alpha M, we've done that already. Thomas, you wild. Jose, don't invite Tamek to the wedding. He's going to stuff his face with the cake.
Sounds about right.
Yo,
Damn,
I don't
bro.
even know if you can call this guy a friend, bro.
He knows you very well, though.
Maria messaged me. No. What's up, Wendy?
You say no? He's going to tune out, bro.
Sorry, no.
I got you.
Should I work out every day or 3 to 4 times a week?
Every day.
What do you think?
I would say
You're gonna want to
if
work
you're
out
trying
every
to
day.
lose weight,
Let's see what he said.
I would do cardio five to 6 times a week. But if you're working out, try to do 4 to 5. I work out 6 days a week because I just like that schedule of the whole week.
Okay.
Complete
That's good.
going at it.
I like it too. I work out constantly. Sometimes I do it 2 a day, so in total I'll do 7, 8 workouts in a
There
week.
you go. Yeah.
You still do that?
Yeah.
In the morning?
That's grind
Yesterday,
time.
yeah. This morning. Yesterday
Well,
morning.
since
the
he
morning
let's
before.
be honest here. Since he got married, he's lost a lot of weight.
I have lost a lot of weight, but
Because he's
you
not
can
going to
you
the
can
gym.
bring out a
That's
skill and I
true.
can take my shirt off right now. I weigh 192. Let's go.
Really?
What's up? I
He
swear.
Why does he
always
always have
wanna
to
take
take
his
it to
shirt
the
off.
next
Let's go.
level?
Let's
Nobody
go.
wants to see you shirtless.
Let's go. Don't call me
Why,
out because
bro?
I'll pull up.
Nobody asked him all this.
Josh, do you think you would train people in the future?
Yeah, definitely an opportunity if I
Mention
get one, I'll take it.
your current venture, your YouTube.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point.
I'm
Is,
actually.
is this the one you have here on your linked on your Instagram?
That's your YouTube, right?
Yeah, that is the YouTube.
Is that gonna be the one you?
Not the
Okay.
one, no. There's
Okay.
the other one. It's actually called Defying All Odds.
So just so you guys know, for those interested in seeing his story and learning from somebody that, let's say you are in his shoes and he was in your shoes in the past, he is creating his own YouTube with his friend, and his friend also has a really interesting story. Both of them have something special where I think it's like they're the proof that there is really no excuse. And if you make an excuse, you're just, you're weak mentally, because these guys have, both some sort of physical impairment, I guess you could say, or hurdle that you had to cross, and you both crossed it,
Yeah.
and now you're killing it in the gym.
Yeah, that's
And-
You
it.
haven't
bettering
opened-
yourself.
You haven't opened the YouTube yet?
It should be open, but I know the Instagram's already open for sure. We have an
Okay.
Instagram
So-
for the Defying All Odds.
What I would do is, if any of you watching, you guys want to check them out, I would follow them, and that way you could see, their videos, and they'll give you first-hand tips on what they did to overcome these odds that you probably are crossing yourself.
Which one?
There's a dot between defying dot and then all dot odds. Sorry about that. Definitely didn't make it easy to find.
All right, so it's defying.all.odds.
There you go.
You probably have to go on Instagram first and look it up.
Yeah, because you guys just made it, right? So it's a new account.
Yeah, it's a couple days old, but
Yeah, that
that's-
makes sense.
That's where we're gonna put most of it right there. This is my own personal one.
This one?
There we
Yeah.
go.
And this is
So
one I
there's the
have with Sean.
Instagram. You guys can check it out.
Damn, who edits all your videos?
Mikey's been helping us, and then
Nice.
we've been getting the hang of it pretty well too.
There you go.
we're learning pretty quick.
So you're showing different exercises. That's what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, exercises and workout routines, some motivational tips, and just things that people
That's a
don't really
cool
think
shot.
of on their everyday.
Are there any credits to Tomac for the videos or no? No.
Mikey.
That's legit.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So he has 2
It would be
videos
both
there.
of you.
All right. So go back to the Q&A real quick. Make sure we got everything covered.
fine,
All our
I'll
bases
just
covered. All right. Where we at? Josh.
What are your thoughts on keto?
I don't have
Bull
anything
crap.
against keto, but I haven't done a lot of research or information on it because it was one of those things where it seemed really hard for me to keep that
Keep
organized
going up.
schedule track
Maria's in a-
for keto. So I knew it wasn't something
I
that would
already
work for
saw it.
me,
It
but
looked
I've
like
seen
I
it work
know.
for
Thank
lots of people. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
keto's something that works for those people where they see it and they think it fits their schedule, then I would recommend it for sure.
All right. What can I eat in the morning to? Please don't say eggs. It's not healthy. Buddy, I've eaten a whole village of eggs.
Yeah, that
So,
whole
personally-
documentary that eggs are not healthy. They're saying something like
Really?
eggs. Well, it's a
Oh, I'm gonna
Netflix
die
documentary.
early.
That eggs are as bad as a cigarette or something like
Okay,
that.
so my breakfast is about 1,300 calories.
Which makes no sense.
And it consists of 6 eggs, a whole bagel with honey nut spread, 2 chocolate chip cookies, black coffee, a banana.
Chocolate chip milk. Chocolate milk.
No, I don't do chocolate
That's
milk.
only
Am I
you
missing
at
something?
night, though. That's like the breakfast
Orange
of champions,
juice.
huh? Holy crap.
1,300 calories.
I wish I could have that.
No,
I wish.
I end up so satisfied. Right after the fasted workout, oh man, that's just so nice. All right, tips to deal with procrastination. Maybe we could do another podcast about that.
Definitely.
What facial wash you use, Jose? Okay.
Hi, Salo. You said what's up.
Yeah, what's up, Thomas Maria? The knitted shirts are way too long. Blah, blah, blah. What do you guys think about CBD? I haven't done enough research to know about it. I don't use it personally, so I can't speak
I like
for
it.
or against it.
I use it.
Tommy is a pothead, so... Nah, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a pothead. I was joking, bro.
That one stinks.
Blah, blah, blah.
Look at this one. When are y'all releasing the prank video Thomas T doesn't want to
Should
come
we
in
talk about that?
When
Oh my
are we
God,
releasing
should
that?
talk
I mean, we
about
can
that.
play it on the podcast
Nah,
just
we're
for fun.
talking
We
about
should
weight loss.
play it
Because
on
think
the
about it.
Yo,
podcast.
so
Bro, it's a 50-minute podcast, and it's like at minute 39. Ain't nobody gonna watch it except the OGs.
Yeah.
nah, you're good.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Let's do it.
Can we
think
give
it's
him
too
like a summary
Could
of
you
what it's
imagine it
about?
goes viral? Like, you become a
call me
meme, bro?
Thomas.
Like
Nope.
a meme.
Nope.
Would you kill your? No.
No. Exposed team.
Don't expose me. Mental health is a real problem.
Yes, Jose, take your shirt off.
Now,
I'm gonna keep it on.
how you doing, Jose? Let's see them gains.
Actually, I mean, you can go to my Instagram. Shirts off there. Are you gonna do
Jose,
it?
show your body. something.
Okay. When can we expect the next podcast? These questions are all Wendy.
All right. So, okay. The next podcast probably sometime next week.
Okay.
I'm hoping around the same time.
Do you have a whole wardrobe at the office? Yes, I have 2 wardrobes. Well, honestly, I barely have anything at the house. Everything's at the office. What type of facial wash? Hudson and Maine. It's a sample. It's not out yet, but it's a peppermint charcoal. It's amazing. Okay, I'm about to pitch Hudson and Maine. Sorry, Josh.
No problem.
Let's see.
When are you guys coming
When's
to
the
New
next
York?
episode of the 21-year-old? Saturday?
Saturday. Podcast.
What does your future look like, Josh? What are
What are
your
your plans?
plans?
I like that one. Oh, I really like. Thanks, Jeff. Jeff Burns. Thanks, Jeffrey.
For my future, I would say kind of taking the social media thing where it's at right now, just keep going with that, trying to motivate people. After losing the weight, I saw when people would message me on Instagram asking for advice or just saying that they got motivated off of my transformation to go lose weight.
So you want to help others?
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's a noble
what
thing
drove
to
me
do.
the next
And I
thing,
love
so-
that. That's one of the reasons why I wanted you here, so people that saw this could get motivated and also, follow the internal goal or define all odds, and hopefully
Thank
can
you,
get a
yeah.
motivation out of it and
Yeah,
lose that weight if they need to.
appreciate it.
All right, so
You actually lost a lot of weight. I think you lost all your weight like
How do I eat and lose
in
weight
between
during
April and
Ramadan?
What's-
September.
Yeah, I lost a lot of
What
it.
is your most awkward moment? Oof. Let's keep going.
You don't want to talk about it?
Can I review? Can I review your essential shirt on the channel?
Go ahead.
Would you like to discuss your most? Would you think your most awkward moment was our prank video, or no? Do you have a worse one than that?
He said that was the worst day of his life.
Because that was pretty cringy.
No, that was the worst thing in my life.
So that's the
that-
most.
I'll talk about it. I won't show it though. If I explain it,
Can we pitch
No,
in?
no, we can
No.
pitch in though.
No,
I could.
can pitch
No,
it, 'cause
I
was
could
there.
tell the story,
We can leave it.
but I don't want it. I don't want it to be seen.
We can leave it. So there you have it. Our prank on Tamek is the most awkward thing that's ever happened to him in his life.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, if y'all want it, just create a petition on change.org. You know, I signed mine this morning on Game of Thrones because they effed me up with season 8.
They
but
should
that's,
change
That's another
Season 8 of Game
you
of
watch
Thrones.
Game of Thrones?
That's
I
one of.
don't.
Oh, okay.
Not at the
No,
moment. at least.
nobody
Don't worry
else
about it.
watches
Don't worry
Game of
about it.
Thrones.
But I know what's
Season
going on.
8 is
Don't worry
one of the
about
worst seasons out there. And if you guys watch it in the chat
If you subscribe,
section, just
I'll subscribe if you expose Tamek. That's good enough to me.
I know.
That's his friend, Hamas.
Oh,
I know, bro.
chill out, Jose.
Okay, let's see.
Who's a homeless?
Yo, damn, there's so many. I'm
know.
out. When are you guys coming to?
Wolford's on this too.
Where are your heritage from?
We're Honduran.
Honduran.
Tamek is Greek.
Josh and Tamek should wrestle right now.
Go.
Arm
Yeah.
wrestle. Arm wrestle.
Arm wrestle. And see
One
who's
arm
strong.
wrestle.
I think Josh will
Alright.
beat him.
Probably.
All right. Change camera angles, please.
I think it's.
Is it there right now?
You would have to twist it at that one a bit.
Wait,
Yep, right there.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
1, 2,
Can I? Do I even?
You're not gonna win anyway, so don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
1, 2,
Damn, look
3.
at that bicep, bro. Here we go. No. No.
Yeah.
That's it. Done.
No.
I'm weak.
I think that's the most embarrassing moment.
250 versus 180.
I haven't worked out in 3 months, 2 months.
I think all your life, bro. Come on. Stop lying.
Where are your heritage from?
We ready to
Sixth
start?
collection is
He let me know.
August. Do you pour your cereal or milk for? You always,
I put the cereal, then
and
the
then
milk.
the milk.
Then
Yeah,
milk,
of course.
Because if you do the milk and the cereal, you barely get any cereal.
Good point.
Who wants to see Tamek's video? Everybody. Jose, what is your current 1 rep max squat, deadlift, bench? I haven't. I don't even know what my squat is.
Yeah, squat. But we just did
Deadlift
deadlifts
is
when-
435. Bench is 315.
315.
Yeah.
I thought it was more.
On the bench?
Yeah.
No, 315. Squat, I mean, I'll do 5x5 with 335. So I could probably hit a 405.
How-
I've never tried.
Somebody says, how do you increase your height? Please
Tamek would beat him. Tamek is the greatest wrestler of all time. Hamza. Is that friend that you told me
Yeah. No.
about that?
He's my really good friend from New York.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
It's
Tamek was like, crap. What
Look
are
at
you
his
gonna say,
face.
Jose?
Look at his face.
Jose, how do you increase your height?
You
Be
don't.
born
I was gonna
again.
say. Yeah.
What was Josh's macros for the day or calorie intake?
Yeah, I didn't know my macros for the day, but calorie intake, I would try to stay between 1,700 to about 1,900 while losing weight.
Which is
That's a
what
good
a lot of people do
That's a good
around our height.
Mhm.
That's what they usually do.
Tamek wrestles
for me
with
pretty well.
naked men. Oh wow.
Who's
Tamek
that?
leaked the video. Everybody wants to see it. The internal bull is a stud. Who's the homeless effect?
Any friend of
That's,
yours?
that's Wolford, yep. That's Wolford.
Oh my
Josh
God.
Wolf.
Josh Wolf, you're a loser. Thank
Guys,
you.
for the 100th time, let's talk about the Rays.
Juan doesn't want to talk about it.
What race? The race happened
We're all
actually.
trying to see it, Thomas.
We'll see it on Friday.
All I'm gonna say is I love being the underdog.
I just gave it away.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. What was the one main reason that motivated you to make or choose? That's a good one. What was the one thing that motivated you to lose weight?
Scale.
Yeah, the scale was the biggest one, but it was honestly probably going back through all my pictures and looking at like, if you were to take a second with the mindset you're trying to lose weight and look at your pictures you have on your phone, and then maybe go back to 3 years before if you did gain weight, and see where you were before and then where you are now, it puts you in a really, really realistic shock mode of
Yeah, but
this needs to be like now.
Good perspective.
You know, yeah, this is if you wanted to lose weight at that moment. That's the best way to push you. To
I like that. So it
the
was
corner,
it was
you know?
mostly internal. It wasn't any like sort of external like bullying or like hazing, nothing
Yeah,
like
not,
that.
No, not so much. Not like the rough, aggressive side.
I
like
think
some
I've
people have.
noticed that really doesn't help. Like
Mhm.
when you bully somebody because they're fat or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, their weight, it really doesn't push them to want to become better.
Yeah.
Instead, it almost like angers them.
Mm-hmm.
It weakens. You're weakening them.
Yeah.
But it also angers them to the point that like they'll just become more fat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know,
Yeah, you
which
ne-
is
you
which
never
is
know
a
how they
weird
react.
phenomenon. You would think that they would be like, you know, F him. I'm
Yeah.
gonna prove him wrong or
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
But I've noticed that the bullying really doesn't. It almost always. I
Yeah.
guess it's like AA meetings. Like you have to want it
Yep.
to actually change.
Yeah, and there's times where, you know, bullying does help in certain situations where it motivates them to purse past what they say, or
Yeah.
like you said, it can make it worse. It's
Correct.
totally
I lost weight. I don't know.
two-sided.
I did.
Maria used to be about 200 pounds, but that's another story for another day.
200 pounds.
No, he's lying.
If you put, you know that girl filter on Snapchat?
Uh-huh.
Okay, why?
If you put that girl filter on me,
You look just.
I
like
look
Maria.
like Maria in middle school. But if you put that filter on Maria, she looks like me. It's the creepiest thing. I kicked myself in the balls. I was like, wow, that sucks.
You two do look alike.
But everybody always says that they two. both
That's
look
what they
alike.
used to say,
That's
but now
weird.
I don't think so.
All right, we're all trying to see is Thomas S. Where are you, Thomas S? What was the one main reason that motivated you to? Okay,
Where
we
are you
done.
going?
How much water do you drink daily?
I drink a gallon of water at the current moment,
He does.
and then
I can
losing
attest to
weight,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Losing
every
weight,
day.
Probably 70 to 90 ounces of water is probably what I got in every day.
Yeah,
losing
every
weight.
day when he comes to the office, he comes with his gallon of water. Jose, I'm 21, all virgin. Please help me. Please send a message to Thomas at teachingmensfashion.com. We can do a series on YouTube.
Thomas with an H.
You'll handle him, right, bro?
M-A-S.
You'll handle him. Are you switching cameras?
Right now I'm at the
I
chat.
hate that I can't see who's he looking at. All right.
Let's see.
Wait, go down, go down.
Oh, 40-year-old virgin. Bro, I've been looking for a 40-year-old virgin. That'd be the perfect video series. Could
Wait,
you
who's this?
imagine?
758 Chente.
Yo, for real?
Hey Chente, so
If
email
you
us.
ain't joking, send us an email.
I think he's joking.
Bro, you never know.
With the homeless fuck. Oh my.
Tom-
Tamak is a dud.
Thomas
I beat
S.
that kid at wrestling. Give him a
Thomas-
bloody nose.
Read what Thomas S. said.
Damn.
I would like to know.
No, God, please.
I would like to know who Dominica is. Tamek,
Tamek.
please share.
So who's Dominica?
Put the camera on to Mike.
It's there.
Okay.
So what kind of cardio did you do every day?
Bro, Thomas is a freaking Essentials
Treadmill.
restock. That's coming in August. Let Tamek talk about the video. Maybe he'll be more comfortable letting you guys post. Nah. That's an awkward ass video.
The homeless effect. To Mike, share who Dominica is, please. We are curious to know.
I have no idea.
Could you
Who's that? The
imagine?
homeless effect.
Yo, could you imagine Dominica watching this video right now?
And she's like, really? You don't want to talk about me,
Is
Tamak?
it?
Thomas, put a shameless plug. Follow me on IG.
To see
To see
Tamek's
Tamek's
video.
video. Thoughts on intermittent fasting, both of you guys.
Didn't you guys talk about that?
Yeah, I actually did intermittent fasting.
We covered intermittent fasting, right? Yeah. Jose, according to you, what should be the best weight at the age of? I mean, it really depends on your dimensions. How tall are you?
It's kind of a general.
Yeah, because if you're like 5'6", I mean, again, you can't say, but around 120, 130, right? True. Okay. Who is Dominica though? Damn, people
Who-
want to
who
know.
is
Dominica.
that?
I don't
Bro,
know.
let's just say who Dominica is. It really doesn't really matter.
yeah,
Who knows?
What is Maria's workout? I'm curious.
we could do a video about investments and companies in another podcast.
Jose, you should do a shoe collection. I've been telling you that.
Yes.
I wanted to do it on the Zunigas, but you say you
And
do
closet too. I was gonna do it for TMF,
it, but you haven't done it,
but
bro.
I haven't done it. We could do it on the Zunigas.
Look,
Jose.
Jose, have you ever been in a fight?
Twice, undefeated.
You were what? 6th grade, 7th
The
grade?
funny thing is, one of the
6
fights.
and 8. 6 and 8.
There you go.
Tell
There you go.
One of the fights was because I was fat and somebody was
And they were
bullying
bullying
me.
Maria.
Yeah, they were bullying Maria because they were calling her fat and a Mexican, and then he called my mom a whore.
No, he called me a whore.
Bro, I effed that kid up so bad. But okay, don't do this, kids. You know. All right, I'm gonna tell them what happened. Let me tell my story.
There you go.
So when I was a little kid, my dad had me watch rated R movies since I was a little kid, right? So I would watch Steven Seagal, Wesley Snipes, right? And they would always grab the opponent by the neck and be like, "Next time, I'm gonna kill you," right? But I was an innocent kid. This is back in '05. This is way before school shooters. Like, you can't say that now, right? So, bam. So, I was super dramatic. I go up to this kid. I'm like, what are you saying, bro?
I'll kill you, bro.
Yeah, I pulled up with my entourage. I'm like, what you talking about, bro? He's like, yeah, your sister's a whore. Took my backpack off, swung at his ass, and I put him up against the wall, right? So I grab him by the neck, and I'm like, next time I hear you, I'm going to kill you, like talking crap. Like, I used to cuss a lot back then. I was a stupid little kid. I'm in 6th grade, bro. I'm going to kill you, bro. I said that, right? But it's a freaking movie.
And he went to the...
Check this out. I didn't get caught by a teacher until his girly ass started crying. So he starts crying, right? And then my entourage surrounds him, and they're all, like, making fun of him. Like, yeah, pussy, right? You're laughing. So, all right, Jose, please come to the principal's office. So, I go to the principal's office. He's sobbing. He said he was going to kill me. So I was like, I never said that, bro. What are you talking about, bro? So then the funniest part was, so the principal, ring, she calls my dad, or he calls my dad. He's like, yo, I have your son here. Yada, yada, yada. So my dad's like, pass me with him. I'm like, I got this. So my dad's like, what happened? I'm like, there's this kid calling my mom a whore and calling my sister fat and a whore. So I punched him. So my dad was like, pass me back with the principal. So then I passed the phone back to the principal, and then the principal was, and then my dad's like, if that kid does it again, my kid's gonna punch him again. Bam. Click. So I took that suspension like a boss. I'm like, I'm out.
Savage.
All right, that was a long story. Boxing tournament between everyone. Honestly, I think Tomek will take the W here. He's been training.
Quote unquote.
Shout out Juan, Loki, the greatest of all time. This is.
Isn't that Wolford? You said?
That's Wolford.
Wolford.
The guy who got Tomasa's shoes.
I like it. What is Maria's workout?
I work out occasionally. I've been working out this
Once
week.
a month?
I do. I do a lot of cardio and leg work, honestly. When I work out.
Maria was blessed with genes. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I was.
Can essentials be shipped to? Do we ship to every worldwide?
Yeah.
Except India.
Yeah. How did you get to become so stylish over time? Juan says amazing a lot.
Amazing.
You do say that a lot. We should have that as like a little beep. Amazing.
Amazing.
Do you?
Yeah, he does.
I guess.
He does. It's amazing.
It does. I guess so.
I love you, Maria.
Okay.
Okay. I would kick your ass too if I see you in person.
Okay. So
Oh, that's defying all odds. Close the Instagram. Close it. There we go.
Well, I was
All right. How do you find motivation to go to the gym every day?
Josh.
Go, Josh. How do you find motivation to go to the gym every day?
Pre-workout.
Pre-workout's a big help.
Okay.
I do take pre-workout, but
Okay.
my motivation to go to the gym every day is kind of to see. It's the social media aspect right now. Is to see all the people that are following me that are trying to lose
So
weight.
now your motivation's other people.
Exactly.
So before it was you, now you're going.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Let's go through these because I think we're about to hit the hour, huh?
and we're in hour 7.
Damn, we're deep. Okay. Hello, Jose. We didn't know this about you. No, that was old Jose. Hey, Jose, can you help Manchester United by? Huh? No, I don't got that type of money. I've been watching you guys for about 2.5 years now. Now I've grown up and be a real man. Bien hecho. Just sell the cars. Bucks and 7. Blah blah blah. How do you stay motivated to go to the gym every day? He just said it. Why Maria don't have a channel? She does. You can
She
find
has
it.
one video, right?
2 videos.
What's up, Jose? Where are you gonna do a collab with Alex Costa? Alex is my boy. We probably should. Jose, I've subscribed since 2017. I watched all your videos. You're amazing, bro. Thank you, brother. Maria's hermosa.
Thank you.
When is the skincare launching? Man, we're still working on it because all these products are made from scratch, right? They're handmade in Los Angeles, so it's a lot of samples back and forth. It's not cookie cutter stuff. Josh, train me, please.
Thomas.
You know that Tom is not
Definitely.
going to do anything.
Definitely.
You're not helping the
it.
cause. Man.
We've been trying for a year.
I know. I tried.
We have-
Any cons about the GT3R? No, I love it. If you watch the review, there is one con. Go watch the video and you'll see it.
What is it?
Go watch the video and you'll see it. Any tips for a skinny fat person starting out? Help. Hit the gym, definitely. Come through to NY again. Yes. Hi, I would like to advise you on 16. How do I earn money while still studying? Check out my video on how to earn money as a teen. Bro, I can give you videos for every single question. Hello's Juan's KT, but bro, you ever gonna buy a Porsche again? Get the Porsche again? Huh? KT.
I don't get that
Yeah.
one.
Are you guys prepared for new rivals competing with y'all in the future for essentials? Yeah. The point is to become the best in the world. So competition's welcome. Do you guys follow boxing? Yes, I love boxing. Do you guys visit their native countries? Actually, we went just like 3 months ago. What's the most expensive pair of shoes? Let's do a quick circuit. Most expensive pair of shoes. Go.
Off-whites.
How much? No, just give me a price.
No, my 4Ds, $1,000.
$1,000. Go. Quick.
My off-whites.
Price.
90s. Like 950.
190.
190.
They're like 800.
800. 2,500. The Yeezys.
Is that why you wanted to do it?
But they're not even mine. They're not even mine. That's the thing.
Why not?
He just wanted to
That's
show
the
it.
most expensive that
They
I
are
bought.
yours. They are
Well,
yours.
no, I bought it for the giveaway. Nobody claimed them. Remember?
Oh,
They've been sitting. I don't even like them.
I'll clean them.
I'll come.
They're a size 10. They're just sitting there.
That's fine. That's money. That's my money.
Any tips to make yourself wake up early? You gotta do it. Go to sleep early. First of all, make sure you get your 7 to 8 hours, and then just do it. Worldwide shipping, yes we do.
I want to be your business partner one day.
Who do you have on
Let's
the
make it
NBA
happen.
playoffs?
Gucci gang.
All right, guys, I think we have to cut this.
We have to cut this off. Any fitness questions before we go? Because they're starting. Play me one-on-one in basketball. Say, bro, I'll break those ankles any day. Right, Tomek?
I wouldn't know about it.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't play ball. You'd probably take me. Thomas, what do you need for your blah blah blah? What happened?
Bro, Coach Chris is on there. Thomas, what do you need for us?
Oh, that's Coach Chris. Yo, what's up, Coach?
That Coach Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
What happened to
583.
Coach Chris? No, is that?
And then Thomas says, "Yo, Coach Chris, look, that's Coach Chris."
Is that Coach Chris?
What do you need Josh for? What happened to Coach Chris? LMAO.
And Chris.
That's not him.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
The last one. Does lifting affect height? No, it
no.
doesn't.
If you're young,
That's the biggest myth. My parents didn't want to let me. I've always liked working out. I wanted to start working out when I was in middle school, and my parents didn't let me because they had that myth in their head that it would stump your growth. But after a while, I just started working out. Workout. Will you have kids? Yeah, of course.
how many?
I want 4, God willing, of course. You will never take my ankles in football, bro. My feet are basically like hands. Crazy coordination.
Okay.
Bro, I talk a lot of smack. The worst part.
All right, so let's cut this now.
All right, yeah.
All right.
I don't see any more fitness questions.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a little bit different. Hopefully we do this more often. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Tamio, thank you, Josh, for all the helpful information.
Thank you, Josh.
I learned a lot.
Very inspirational.
I'm
bro.
hoping that you
Thank
learned
you.
a lot as well. And remember to follow Josh's Defying All Odds if you want more
on Instagram
tips
or
and
the
tricks.
Internal Bowl.
of the internal bull. So
Thank you.
that's it, guys. Peace.
Thanks.